Man, where's all the stuff? This museum sucks. No mobs either? Why is it so empty? It has been so long since I have finished my museum in my hardcore world. And look around, will ya? It looks empty. There's nothing really in here except for a couple things I've gathered on live streams. So in today's episode, we're going to be spending 6 hours until I can collect as much as I possibly can to make this feel like not such an empty museum. Let's get into it. Now on past live streams, I've gone and collected a couple passive mobs, as well as a couple hostile mobs as well, but that is just not enough. Look at all these cells waiting to be filled, as well as all the blocks and items that need to go into the other wings of this place. So in today's episode, we're going to be throwing a clock in the top left of the screen there, and we're going to be playing until we get as much as we can within the 6-hour limit. So let's get started. Now, in the original plan for the museum, I originally had a bunch of chests holding the things, but since I actually built it, the shelves were introduced, and I think we might have enough item space all the items to be placed in like this. So I've gone around, grabbed a bunch of pale oak. I'm slowly making my way through it to create it into the shelves that we can then store everything visibly instead of just shoving it into a chest and having to look inside to find all the items. So we're going to do a little bit of a work on my live stream. Check me out over on twitch.tv/the_perma_frost. If you ever want to catch one of these things live, we're going to be doing a lot of the block collecting and items as well for the first little bit, and then we'll jump over back after we finish that live stream and we'll start collecting some of mobs and stuff. So if you want to see all that kind of stuff and maybe some rare items in Minecraft, stick around till the end. Alright, as you can see, a little bit of time has ticked away as I've spent some on my live stream over on Twitch, where we spent about an hour and a half, as you can see, collecting some items. So how I'm doing this is by the creative inventory. You can see it goes over by 9 and then down, and then we copy over and do the same. If we get to the end of all this, for all the blocks, basically we're doing blocks now, items afterwards. So if we get through all the blocks and it doesn't actually fill everything up, we'll probably remove these middle bits where the stone is so we can separate it out and make it look a little bit better. But we've gone through all the different woods. Oh, looks like we got a visitor. We're kind of in a rush here, guy. Don't have time to deal with you. And then it moves over to the stone. As you can see here, we got a bit of cherry, the petals hiding what is supposed to go there, which is reinforced deep slate. We got 5 things of resin that I haven't collected yet, and gilded blackstone, which I have lost and haven't found yet. So in total, we're at 313. All right, quick aside, I need more shelves for the items now, so we're going to gather a bunch of this stripped wood. This is the fastest way I could figure it out, just because I have my haste 2 beacon here, so we're wasting a little bit of time, but we need it so we can actually display everything. So it's not all just going in chests for now, because that would be a little bit boring. We want to actually see the progress by the end of today's episode. So we're going to do a little bit more of this, craft them up, and then place them where we need them. All right, the next thing I think I'm going to look for is I'm going to need a cartographer, so hurry up please, buddy. Need you to get your job, and we're going to trade them up until we can actually get the next level. So let's just keep going, wait for this guy to upgrade, and we're going to look for a trial chamber because I have 2 pretty close by here, but I've already cleared them completely in the episode where I did trial chambers. All right, not this guy. There we go, good. All right, we're going to just keep doing this. Okay, now hopefully this guy gives me a trial chamber. I went and grabbed some bad omen. Taiga Village again. Okay, we're gonna risk it. No, that's gonna take way too long. We don't have the time to wait for him to get leveled up to the next level. We have plenty of emeralds, but I'm not gonna waste them on this. Let's go for another one. Ooh, I do have that guy in the basement. Does he have a map? Cartographer's down here. Trial. What am I doing? I've already got it here. Ooh, I got redstone. And I've got iron, so we can craft up a couple compasses. And then we just need emeralds, so I need to trade with these guys. Alright, and then we can get a couple of these. Got 3 of them. So let us go searching for a trial chamber. Alright, we're closing in. Not too far away. You can see everything just in the background there. So we're not too far. We're going to go to this part. I don't know what the top middle piece is, but I'm pretty sure the trial chamber is that kind of squarish thing. Looks like it's here in this tall taiga. Ooh, and we have a little way down. Ooh, but we got a lot of monsters. Like we're diving. Alright, this will get us pretty far down. And then get in here. block it up. And basically on top of it, we just gotta go a little bit further, and then we should be at it. Alright, and we're here. So let's just do a quick run through, gather as much as we can, see what we can find. So here. And we're gonna try, we gotta do our ominous so that we can actually get the good ones. No need to look around, we'll get everything later. We need to start finding some of these trial things. There we go. Ooh, okay. Maybe I wasn't fully ready for this, but let's get into it. Oh, finally. Oh my god. Alright, back to the museum, and we've got our heavy core, our dragon egg, and a dragon head. I'm going to need to get a second heavy core so that I can also display the mace, but I want to display this first, so we're going to try and do this as evenly as possible. Yeah, I guess because it's even, it doesn't really work. I guess we can just do 2 on this side. Do the head, egg, and core. So these are some rare items. That took so long. I got lucky on the very last vault, I think. I couldn't really find any more. That was the last one I could actually see. So we're looking pretty good. 3 very rare things. I'll, of course, need to make a much nicer podium for them all to sit on, but that's for another time. Alright, next we're going to take our gentle giant friend somewhere around here, my happy ghast, and we're going to go grab some mobs to include into the mob wings, both passive and hostile. Probably go for a little bit of passive right now, see what else I need, see how far it's going to take to travel it. Got my boats, some temporary name tags that I can change later on once I come up with a name, or you guys give me a good name for something. So let us go hunting for some more mobs. Alright, so looking at this list I made a long time ago when I was still filling all these guys in, we have quite a few mobs left for the passive. The camel, the trader's probably not possible, still haven't figured out a way. If you guys know of a way to get the trader without him despawning, let me know. Don't think it's possible, but you guys might know more than me. Next, so we got llama, donkey. Actually, I think I saw a donkey near my base, so we might go for that one. And then the mule, I think I already have a horse in here. Let's see, do we have it? Yeah, we already have a horse in here, so we can make a mule. So that's 2 down, so if we go get the donkey, that's 2. Polar bear, that's going to be through the nether. I'm going to have to take him a long way, so him, the snow fox, probably not. If I see them on like any snow biome, I'll grab them. Same with panda, armadillo, ocelot, and cat. Don't think I've got them yet, but I can maybe get one from my village. So let us grab our guy, hooked him up here. I guess we can't do the nice lead trick because we're not high up in the air. So let's get up here, find him. I think I saw one over there, so let's go check it out. All right, we got our donkey here. Let us just lead him back because this one won't be too hard. We don't need to actually, we could actually just grab a saddle, tame him up, and then just ride him over. It'd save a lot of time instead of trying to put him into the boat and have the happy gas grab him. Uh-oh, that's not good. Let's hope our guy doesn't fall in here. Don't want him dying as well. Another one? Jeez, that is annoying. Blocks please, blocks please. This is like the only one that I've seen. Come on, no. Get out of the way. Come on, pull over. No, 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 no. Ooh, that was a close one. Alright, let's get out of this hole and tame him up and bring him to the museum. Alright, that is a slow donkey. I guess we can toss him into this one here. And that is another mob added. So, and actually don't have the materials to breed these 2 right now, so let's go grab some of that. I guess maybe apples would do, and then we can get the mule as well. Alright, there we go. Turns out it's golden carrots you actually use. I tried both regular carrots and apples, but that just heals them up. So now we got these 3. I'll let them share a bigger one, just because there's 3 of them in there now. So that's 2 off the list. So if we come over here, so we can take donkey and mule off the list. So let us actually see what kind of hostile mobs we got. So it's just over in this wing. So we only have the basics in here. So both the zombies, a creeper, and a spider. We don't have a skeleton. or any of the other variations. So let us see what we can find since it's dark now. Let us go and get some more iron bars and see how many we can trap. All right, we got our skeleton friend coming in. Gotta make sure to dodge because thorns is going to kill him. Uh-oh. Okay, that's there. Okay, let's see if we can get around and trap him in before he figures out to walk out. We're going to be quick. Place them in. It's one of these cells. All right, and bam, there we go. Hey, we don't need you. We already got one of you. I got a gold one. All right, wait, what? Oh, I guess he went into his own cell. I guess he liked this one better. So we'll throw a name tag on you. And we'll name you another time. All right, next up, we're in one of our outer exhibits to place down some turtle eggs, as well as my frogs. So first up, we're going to place one in here. Problem is, that's only going to create probably the neutral one, because we're in a plains biome, technically. So we need to go up top to get a cold one. And we actually have the nether portal right there. I'm missing a piece of glass, so I'm going to have to come back with that to fill that in. That's good enough for now. So let's go get a frog from up there, and then I guess we'll just go to the nether and just use that quickly, or we can use this one as well. Problem is, we can't do it in the nether. We need the hot biome for that. So let's quickly grab the cold one first, and then we'll figure out the hot one. Two cats and a frog. All right, so we have a cat and an untamed cat. Ocelot, I don't know if that's still in the game. I'll have to go look for them, probably in the jungle. So then it would be 3 cats in here. And then if we head on out to our frog pen, we can see our frogs thriving. So I grabbed the one from the desert, brought him through the nether with those cats. Oh, I need to make him sit. Whoops. I got the cold one, I think is him, and then he is the neutral one. He's the one that spawned in here. And then hopefully they don't trample these turtle eggs. So let's put this cat back in the spot, and then we'll find what next to pick. Alright, nice and in there. This guy escapes, so I have to go run and catch him. I'm going to keep him on the lead for now. Don't know if that'll stay, but that's another 2 things off the list. So let's see what's next. Alright, next up, I think I'm going to go for the different gear, like the armor and stuff. So we're going to need lots of things like iron, gold. We're not having a lot. I'm going to have to go find some. Stick a little bit of diamond. Copper we'll need. So I guess this one. Can we turn this into bars? Yes, we can. Can't do that. Don't have enough ancient debris yet, so that'll have to go later. I think that's all of them. So let's go grab some gold from my farm, and then we'll go place them over in the museum. That was a close one. As you can see, I've got a couple weird potion things here. I accidentally just lost a totem. I accidentally just ran once I was jumping off my gold farm. Face first into the ground. Luckily, I had the totem in offhand, and luckily I have a spare. So now we're over here, so we're going to need to craft a new crafting table because I don't have one with me. Crafting table. We're going to need some armor, so let's just do this first. Do leather, chest, and hat. Oop, just one. Don't want to shift click. Oh, no, I want to put it on. No, need it on him. All right, I guess next we'll do copper, sounds like the next one. Oh, wow, I'm low on inventory space. This is becoming a struggle. We're going to do this. We'll eventually do like all the different colored things. Another episode probably, because that will probably take a lot of time on its own. I have a whole setup for it. I guess iron next. So that'll be an interesting thing to try and get all the different colors. I'll need to probably make some color farms, so a bunch of different flower farms in different locations in the world. Gotta find the right patches for them and make automatic things so that if I ever need any more colors, we'll have them. All right, next is going to be gold. This is empty. We're gonna use this. Don't need this, that, this, that, this. All right, gold. Trying to do this as quickly as possible. Don't want to waste any more time. We're going to need more for the chest. Hat. All right. That's the next one. 2. And then diamond is next. So could use some of the stuff we already have, but I want to use unenchanted for now. I got a lot of enchanted back in my chest you guys saw when I was grabbing the diamonds. And helmet, so then that's the netherite. So that's all of those. So then we can start working on the gear around it. All right, here we are. We got most of the stuff, got all the tools behind them, and I've got spaces left, as you can see here, for armor. So I don't have all the armor. I might have some back in the base, so I'll double check before ending that. But I don't know how to craft all the rest of the armor. I don't know if it's like an upgrade. I know you go diamond to netherite like usual, but I don't know if these are going to have to be like found in chests and stuff. So let's go double check in my inventory for all my storage. And if it's not there, then we'll have to find it another time. All right, so we got diamond. We got gold. We have iron. And we have copper. Oh my god. So the only thing I'm missing is netherite, but obviously I don't have that because that's not something I have enough of. So netherite hunting is going to be an episode coming soon, or something I do in between projects just whilst I'm waiting. Let's check out on our turtles. All right, still haven't gone spawned, but we still have our 3 frogs, so nothing to worry about there. Speed up a little bit, trying to move as fast as possible. All right, so let's grab all these guys into our hands. So we need the copper, iron, gold, and diamond. So that's those all complete. Obviously, there's going to be more types, so I might do like all the variations of leather. Obviously, there is like, I think the number is like 256 million variations in color because you can combine the colors and stuff like that. So I might just use the primary colors for my color palette. So let's go upstairs and look at that. All right, things are a little laggy because I'm loading in everything from my original design. But as you can see here, this is the kind of color area. It does need to be updated because there are like the harnesses that I can now add to here. So we have the harnesses, the bundles, and a couple probably other things that are probably colored. But this is where we'll be doing a colored episode on lots of different colored things. I've already got things like the concrete. I can make the shulker. I can basically make everything here. I just need to actually gather all the colors themselves. So that's for a future episode. Alright, seeing how we're halfway through our time goal, just under now, with that just under 3 hours, I think I'm going to do a little bit more of the grunt work and work on some of these items. So I need to go and kind of organize where I'm going to place them. Because in the original thing I had like one for all the potions, one for all the books. But obviously with my new style, that's not going to work quite as well. And different things might need to be done. So maybe I skip the items for now, come back to that later when I have time to kind of push all the things into the right positions, and let's go over to the blocks. All right, so I've put in a little bit more progress, gotten it from over here to just these guys. The copper is going to take forever because I need to age it all, so that's not something I'm going to be able to do today because that'll take hours. And then it goes up here with the copper with all the different waxed, unwaxed variations, and then it starts into the color stuff. So like the wool would go here, but that's always going to go upstairs like I showed you earlier. So we skip that and start going to grass. And I counted it out, and I think I can shift everything over to exclude these middle kind of pieces. So I'm going to go and do the very painful thing now of shifting everything over. So I'm going to replace everything so we have enough in all these places. So we're going to remove all of these. And we're going to shift everything down enough so that it's all along here, and then all the blocks should fit properly in like all of these locations like this, skipping the middle, and we can do like a little bit of decoration maybe in the middle. So that's going to be a big chunk of time. Let's get to it. All right, that was a lot less fun than I thought it was going to be, and not very cinematic either, so no flashback on that. That was just kind of very shift everything over, replace everything. As you can see, it has eaten into my time quite a bit, but I do like how it is separated a bit more now. It's not like one continuous thing. I wrapped it around a little bit over here. I think everything should be good. So this is where we're going to start with the grass now. We're going to have to get a couple more of these. I think I can steal from my item area because we're not doing items today. That's going to have to figure out how to organize them because this one's nice and easy. All of these are in the blocks. But for the items, I might want to organize them per bay or like keep the same things in similar area. So let's go get some more of the pale oak and let's get some more blocks. All right, we're running close to the end of the clock now, and I've gathered quite a few more resources. So for the dirt, as you can see, I've been using blank spaces, using pink petals. So there's a couple I'm missing. I think this is coarse dirt, and this is the hanging pale moss. Here we got a lot. This is like all the different ores, a couple of nether blocks, I think. I think that one's the red dirt one, so that's not hard. But the rest of these are all the like deep slate ores, so that's not hard to get. It just I need to go caving for those. Missing some more here. Let me take a look. I have another instance of Minecraft open with the creative menu, so I can actually see what I am missing. So we scroll. So the budding amethyst. So not the actual block, the budding one, just the buds themselves. A bit of muddy mangrove, the bluish version of the netherwort block, and then we start going into the corals, but I think that's enough for today. I've also gone over here and listed all the unobtainables so far. So, dirt path, farmland, budding amethyst, bedrock, we got suspicious sand, suspicious gravel, the player head. The other heads are gettable if you use, I think, I don't know if it's a creeper explosion or something shooting at it. I'll have to figure that out another time. The end portal frame, the vault, all the infested blocks, all the different stones, stone bricks, and stuff, spawner, and trial spawner. So from the creative inventory, these are not obtainable. So I've gone and written down. So there's this many total. So unobtainable, I think there's 17 in total. Plus then there's all the mobs. So there's 81 mob eggs in total. Some are not trappable, to my knowledge. I'll have to figure that out when I do more into that. But this is just a starter episode to get into actually placing all the things. So I'm going to go through, place these on the wall, and then the unobtainable ones, like the dirt path and farmland. I know you can get them using like exploits, same with bedrock, if like you downgrade versions and stuff like that. But I'm not doing that quite yet in this world. Maybe when I run out of things to do in the world, maybe then I'll go and gather all those unobtainables. But I don't think I'll keep them down here with the common items. I think I'll build them a special place, either upstairs, maybe in the rafters or something, specialized for like the harder to get stuff, because that's not obtainable, to my knowledge, in vanilla Minecraft. So let's put these up on the wall, and then we're going to be running out of time. So I think what we need to do next is figure out the banner problem. All right, with time running low, we've got our loom all crafted up, and now we have to actually craft the banners. So it's ITEMS. So we need more sticks. ITEMS. So it's 5 banners total. So we need, I guess, dye is next. I've never actually used the banner, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Kind of doing this blind. I just know it's a loom. I want white lettering. This is based off of my plan originally, so we're going to go with the same coloring. All right, banner, color. All right, and now I'm tabbing out to look up the variations to actually make the letters. Step 1 is a full color. Which one is this? I guess I want to do the middle line. Where's the middle line? That one. Okay. We need lots of dye. We need the top half. I guess it's the bottom half, probably. And then we need yellow dye on the outside. So hopefully I've got yellow dye. Might only get a couple of these done today. Oh god, we don't have any. We have any... Okay, let's go find some yellow dye. Alright, so now we use 1 yellow dye and we do the border one. This one. That makes the eye. Okay, on to the rest of them. Let's do this quickly. Alright, here we are. We're going to open up. Oh, crap, lagging. Alright. Oh, I was meant to do blocks. Uh-oh. Let me go do that quick. Alright, let's try this again. right, let's try this again. BLOCKS. That's the block swing. I'll have to redo this again on the interiors, but the problem with messing that up, I can't reuse the ones I used for the items. Because if we fly over here, you gotta be careful. Let's turn back this on. It's gonna lag me out. I used green. So, ooh, perfect timing. I've actually been waiting for you guys. Let's see if we can get these guys captured in before the end of the episode. Let's see. Let's first turn this off so we don't lag. We're gonna have to clear out a opening. Where'd they go? Guys? Still over here? They despawn? I haven't slept once since I started, so I could get those guys. Alright, I guess we're gonna wait around, see if they drop one more time. That's setting, the sun's setting, or I guess the moon's setting. Come on, guys. Thought I might have been able to get them. I don't even have the name tags in any of my shulkers. Okay, let's first go grab the tinted glass I dropped. Let's go, I dropped another one somehow. Okay, let's go see if we can get a name tag and see if we can capture one of those guys. Come on, just a little further. Oh no. Come on, I don't want to have to break too much because then they might just fly out. There's two of them here. Come on, guys. You can do it. Okay, maybe he's down here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Time's running out, buddy. What is he doing? Sun's gonna be up any second. Already burning. If he gets in here, he'll be safe. Come on. Just dive down. He'll be covered by the tinted. No. Oh, I missed a piece. Well, that's just great. Just great, great, great. And those guys are going to die now, and that's that. Alright, it's a shame I didn't get to get those phantoms. That would have been a great addition for the last minute on this episode, but not so lucky this time. Maybe next time. But I think we did pretty good for filling in our museum. I was kind of disappointed that I've waited this long, kind of been putting it off on live streams because I wanted to do things like Marvel Rivals, which I've been getting into recently again, to my detriment. But I think I really enjoyed filling it up, and I really enjoy having these shelves. This really just made it so much better than it was originally. Basically, I had each of these as individual, just a chest with decorated, but now we can actually see all the items of our progress. So I'm going to count these all up. I'll put a tally on the screen for the end of the video so you guys know how much we've collected, as well as the mobs, see how many we've gotten. Let's go do one last check, see if our turtles have grown up. And it looks like they are. No? I'm only seeing one egg. Oh no, did they trample them? Let's get a look in here. No, we have a baby turtle. So that will probably be ready by the next episode. Looks like it's got some cracks in it. So he's probably going to hatch soon. And then we'll have our two turtles. That'll only count as one mob technically. The frog is the variant, but it'll count as one complete one. It's going to be the same when I get all of the different other mobs, like the passive mobs. Fly it real quick. Let's go, 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 go. Running low on time. Like for these guys, the Highlander, and then I don't know if there's a warm biome version of the cow. And the same for the other ones. And then with the new update with the golden dandelion, I think it's called, that's going to add even more because we're going to have baby versions of every single mob. Don't know how we're going to do it, if we're going to maybe expand these pens, make them bigger, have little areas just for the babies or something. We'll figure out that when we get to it. But I think we're going to just let down the clock, let it just go down all the way down to 0, and just appreciate everything we've gathered today. All right, last minute. We're just going to walk through what we've gone through and just do a little last minute check. Just observe everything and just take it all in. So if you've enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more episodes coming soon. Until next time.